Hello, friends. Welcome, everyone. We'll start in a few minutes. Let me just check if my voice is audible. 1 minute, guys. Give me a minute. Let me do some tests and then I will be back. Just 2 minutes. That's it. Looks okay. We can continue. So, welcome, everyone, to the live analysis of crypto. So, first thing that we need to notice and respect is that the volume will be less, being a weekend, and price action is a bit slow if you look here. Okay, and the immediate movement that we can expect from the price, from the current area, which is this, is either to take this downside liquidity or these two upside liquidity areas. Now from this area, which is resistance here, the price has taken resistance one time, two times, three times, four times, and now again it is trying to rise above it. If you look at trends, yeah, see, look, now this is a nice bullish momentum candle. If it closes green, then a trade can be basically taken, for price to breach this resistance and perhaps take liquidity levels up to here. In general, price has been consolidating, so taking late trade right into resistance is not much advisable. Okay, but here it always, a small, very very small SL trade can be tried, for profits to these areas. So generally, what we should be doing always is not buying into the resistance. Either the resistance breakout should happen that confirms a trade, and then a retest, trade can be always tried, or it should be tried during the start of the pullback, because if you look, the momentum has been on upside, and then perhaps this was a pullback, nice pullback trade. So here with this trend EMA turning green, and your candle also showing at least partial green or semi solid green, gives you basically good risk reward, because here for this much risk you at least have rewards, in the sense the price will have tendency to come up to this level to form a double top, right? But here in these areas it is always risky, because if you look, there is no momentum in the price, right? There is no momentum at all in the price. It's consolidating, and if we enter here, it's always a 50-50 chance. Here the risk reward is better, because for, let's say, losing 1,000, you may make 3-4,000, if the price basically goes and takes these levels. But let's see what price does. It has shown the momentum candles, but it has fizzled out, because right now it is consolidating, right? Ideal way is at the start of the trend, or once like trend is confirmed, once breakout has happened. Anticipation of breakout is not very nice, but here risk is very low, very less, just two candles, so it's worth taking. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Currently, it's not moving at all. Price, this is typical behavior on the weekends when volume is too much dried up. The price keeps on consolidating for a long time, and then all of a sudden there will be a move. You have to wait sometimes for hours for a very, very small move. Let's see. Okay, so it's taking rejection from this area, in fact. Again, rejection again. See, the main turning point, in fact, will be this purple color line, because this move had started from here. Now, if this breaks down, if price manages to close below it, then price will change its direction towards downside and will come up to this level. But let's see first what it does, out of this consolidation. It has to go either upside or downside, in this area is not a great area, because this will be always anticipation. Okay. It's hardly any movement in price. This is like dried up volumes. Look at the price movement. I mean, price is stuck at 68 to 14.5 for so long. Well, there is no, I mean, you're asking logic, right? Yes, well, that's because of this momentum candle. So typically, in pullback trading, like for example, look at here, right? So what we do is once, a red candle appears near the EMEA, after a couple of yellow candles or opposing color candles, then there is always a good trade. Okay, like for example, look at this red candle. It appeared after a couple of yellow candles. So when we enter here, and then if you notice, there is a small dot here, right? This is, SL, where you need to keep your SL, and you see you get a trade. So this is typically a pullback trading. So this setup is for great pullback trading, because pullback trading is more high rewarding trading. Either we should take, for breakouts, anticipation of breakouts are not always great. Okay, once breakout has happened, then it's fine, we can go for trades, but otherwise pullbacks are more reliable, I would say. So this is why we typically buy near the EMA. Now in this case, what happened was the price actually showed some strength and came back after red candles. I saw a nice green bullish candle, right? So we entered, for this in anticipation of breakout. This is not really a pullback trade, right? Because for proper pullback, the price should have gone up and then came towards trend EMA. Then we had a better chance. But now it has become more of a breakout anticipation trade. However, at least what is in our favor is that the trend EMA is green. We got a momentum candle. That's the only basis. Okay, but now this momentum candle should sustain, because if this is not sustaining, then everybody, all these buyers in this consolidation area will be trapped. So we'll not even take this much SL now, because this is anyways not a great pullback trade. We'll reduce it because it's a minor SL. Like if a trade works, it will give us a good reward. So let's see. But if this now doesn't sustain, then it's basically consolidation. Then what we will do is we will either wait for this breakout or breakout of this area. So let's see what happens. Immediately, when this happens, right after momentum candle, if you start getting immediately red candles, that means basically there is no strength. It's a simple consolidation. There's no point in taking trades in these areas. Immediate. After the momentum candle, the price is reversing. The price is reversing. It's like the pure consolidation. You see, there is no volume at all. Typically on weekends when volume is less, um, the time when you have to wait, for the trades is quite long, and once like setup is strong, then we initiate trades. So it's like that. So and the patience is key. And normally, what we should do is take the trades that are after basically showing after the price has shown some strength. Taking trades before that is always risky, on weekends, because price can just go to sleep, I would say, or pause anytime. Just in this small area, look, pull back, no up strength, pull back, no up strength. And when if it will break with the momentum. And then it doesn't give us chance to enter. That's how it behaves. Well, actually, if you look, the price is bullish, but at higher time frame level. Okay, when I would say like maybe like 1 hour, yeah, in 1 hour, if you see, it is bullish. But in smaller time frame, this is consolidating. Maybe because it has taken resistance, for quite a while in this area, and now it is accumulating some strength here before breakout. That could be a possibility, because if you look at the smaller time frame, 3 minutes or 5 minutes, just the price is like doing up and down, in this area, not giving any clear breakout. Okay, so it's reversing, it is closing below the trend EMEA. Okay, but these areas are always no trade zone, because this is the place, from where I think this movement had started, and after that it's just consolidating. So below this, we can think of perhaps bearishness in smaller time frame. Until that time, no, because this is typically a no trade zone now, because after one, two, three momentum candles, the price is not going up. This is typical consolidation. Let's wait for some time, guys. Let price do something now, close above this or this, and then we will discuss, because till then nothing is actually happening. It's just consolidating. Okay, give me 5 minutes. I will be back in 5 minutes. So you see, again, this is consolidation. This is not really, any movement. So this is no trade zone. Now this is no trade zone. Okay. Let's just check once what's happening in the higher time frame. So 30. Oh yeah, it's a pure consolidation. You see, in 30 minutes there was this doji, then there's this inside candle, and this is also an inside candle, which is information. And after this, we can see some move, like here, if you see, right, we had like an inside candle, then another inside candle, and then a move for downside had started. Okay, so we can anticipate some move perhaps after this consolidation maybe has finished. Then there's a higher chance of a move. So let's see. So we inside the no trade zone, I think it doesn't make sense to take any trade. No movement, all these yellow candles, then opposing red and green candles. We will have to wait. Show some strength, show some move. So if you look here, there has been no red candle for a while. It has been either green, and if it has to change the strength from bullish to bearish, then this trend line should get flattened and then perhaps bearish. And then in that case, then we can start targeting the downside liquidity, which will be somewhere here. Let's mark it this, and the main will be this one. Mark that. Okay. In 1 hour is just the consolidation. Now it has started the move. You see, it's a sudden move, and then oh my god, look at this. There was like up move, immediate down move. This is consolidation areas. I think we shouldn't be entering just by looking at the candles. We should wait wait for price to come out of no trade zone. Green and then red. Do something on price. We have been very good and patient traders, no? At least reward us. Doesn't want to. We'll not do anything in this no trade zone area, okay? Only after breakout or breakdown, we'll take a pullback trade. That's our trade plan now, right? Yeah, it is. I know, but this is in fact typically the edge, the market for those who makes profits, because trading is typically a zero sum game, isn't it? So for someone to make money, someone has to lose, and this is why there are these behaviors of price, because I think more than half of the people will simply not lose because of they're bad traders or they analyze market badly. It's just because they do not have patience, isn't it? Mm. Just to move from this area, and then only something can be done. Well, there are two ways. One is the mindset control that you can do, and other ways simply do not track the market all the time, because it is going to be like this for most of the period, isn't it? So what you should do is typically set basically an alarm, or just come at the hourly candle close and see those candles. How was the last hourly candle? If you have seen some momentum, right, especially after consolidation, then you become active, to take the trades. Else, you just simply be away and come back and check at that next hour. This is the only way. I mean, otherwise you need to have that patience, or keep doing something else, along with it, so that you not get bored. If you just simply, keep on following price, it's a big challenge when it's not moving. Wow! Now look at this. Now look at this. This is the move. You see? So it went up finally, and if you look, wow, this is typical behavior of weekends. You see, this is typical behavior of weekends, when price doesn't move for a while and all of a sudden it just goes up to take the liquidity. That's what exactly it did. You see. Now, if you follow the indicator, I think what we expected was, like, especially after this candle, the price should have gone up, right? But it did not. But actually, if you see, if we had not changed our stop loss, which was initially here, this line here, you see, if we had not changed that here, then that SL was not taken, the trade would have worked. But this is not a pullback trading. This is still considered as breakout trading, which is very rewarding. But the number of trades that are successful are always like 30 out of 100, because 70% of the time it'll be like failed breakout, some rejection, and that's how price works. So now I think the price is setting up beautifully. However, we do not know, considering weekend, how much force it will show. So we have to wait for a pullback near the trend area, and then we can think of taking a trade. But let's try to see the because we see some momentum now after long, right, at higher level. What exactly could be the next set of levels that price can target, right? So okay, so 1 2, now this is a bullish candle which is being formed. So next area of interest will be, in fact, this area, where we had seen some rejection, and also the swing above it. That we as we had anticipated that the price may take these liquidity levels, it has done, and now next will be this area, okay, where price will try to go. But then if we enter here, then our SL has to be here, which will be like hardly 1:1 risk reward. So always it is better to for the price to pull back a bit. If train has left, let it go. Okay. It's so challenging, especially when the volume is less. There's no trend, because you see, when all of a sudden price moves, it doesn't give any entry. So it leaves you nowhere. And this is why, the main challenge for a trader is to keep yourself calm, do not enter in hurry, and you get very limited chances to enter. You need to keep patience for a good trade. At least the good thing is that there is a movement. There is no, I still don't think there is a proper trend, because ideally there should have been a nice follow up, decent candles. It was just one trapping move, which took the liquidity. It was just for taking that liquidity. The pressure was being built up, people were getting trapped here and there, and then it's returning that new trade zone area. Okay, so all the breakout traders who entered on breakout are now trapped with this move back. Hmm. Okay, again, price after this just one big move, big candle rather, not really big move. It is again stuck. Okay. It's giving a kind of pullback again into the resistance area. There's no volume. That's the main challenge here. There's no volume at all. Okay, now so after this liquidity that was taken, what we guessed, the price has come back. Okay, we'll consider this as a breakout of this area, and then price is trying to again get back inside the resistance area. Now that will be bad for traders who entered thinking that it is breakout. For us, entry should be always near the EMA. Even if we get like one trade in an hour, that's how the trading is typically done. You just simply cannot enter based on the candles. Location is also important. If this momentum candle was like forming near the trend EMA, then this trade would have been tried. In the low volume, what is important is that the quantity should be very, very less. And the amount that you can risk should be also very, very less, because you're not supported by volume of some big players who will try to defend their levels. Okay, so it is showing as if there's a breakout, then this is a retest. But as I told, like when you enter far, it's always risky. We do not know in the low volume area what exactly is cooking up. We'll always enter near the trend area. You see the candle formation? It was showing as if it was a big green candle coming up, but all of a sudden, now it's fizzling out. I think it's not really interesting now, guys. What you can do is, try to basically buy again, if it comes in this area and you see any, nice bullish candle from this area, right? Then you can do the buying, and for first target, which will be red, and then this. And if price closes below this purple line, and then what you can do is, I give you the plan. You can follow it. Once like there is a proper break, then at retest you can take a trade for this area, and then perhaps if closing below this happens, then these areas. Else it will continue. It may just do some consolidation, come back. But buying, if it all it has to be done, it should be done from these areas. These areas are too high, for this. And then again, being a weekend, all of a sudden there'll be sudden move. It doesn't make sense, right? So buying here or selling below this. So that should be the plan. All right, guys. Then see you soon. Bye bye.